Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, did you take an oath to support and defend the Constitution of the United States?
Yes, I did.
General, did you?
Yes, I did, sir.
Well, let's delve into that document. Article 2, Section 2, the President shall be the Commander-in-Chief of the Army and Navy of the United States and the militia of the several states. So when people are listening to the Commander-in-Chief, they are actually fulfilling their constitutional duty that they took an oath to defend and uphold the Constitution. And what these folks are saying is absolutely shameful, because when they are calling you incompetent, Mr. Secretary, guess who's listening? Our enemies. The people that are plotting as we sit in this comfortable room in an air-conditioned, beautiful space, they are plotting the deaths of us, Americans. And it is shameful, and I wish my colleagues would come back in here and apologize to you personally. Let's cover a couple other things here. When someone has gender dysphoria and they decide to mutilate their genitals and they're taking cross-sex hormones, they're out of pocket for about 3 years. How many countries is the DOD involved in right now? What? 50, 60, 80, 100, whatever it is, right? Okay, someone is going to get on a plane and leave their family and potentially leave their wife a widow or their husband a widower because somebody has decided to self-actualize. We're going to go forward and we're going to complete the mission because that's what we do. And a lot of my colleagues simply don't understand that, or they're trying to ignore it. Clear up a couple things. The former chief of naval operations was incompetent and gave the Red Sea to the Houthis. The former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff let so much DEI garbage fly around they almost destroyed the military. That's why they got fired. Okay, as far as standards, the standard is the minimum. That is the minimum level of performance that someone will reach, or they're not qualified for the job. The NFL does not have a standard for females. If you're a lady and you want to join the NFL, go try out for the team. How many women play in the NFL? Anybody? The answer is 0. Why is there an NBA and a WNBA? Why? Because they acknowledge biology. So we can have as many whiz-bang, high-tech things available, but at the end of the day, to win a war, you need someone to go in a room and beat someone to death with their hands. That's a fact. And all this other stuff is meaningless. The Chinese Communist Party does not care what your pronouns are. They care if they know we will be able to destroy them, crush them, and grind them into dust if they mess with the United States of America. Mr. Secretary, there's 5 soft truths. The first one is the people are more important than hardware. Do you concur?
I would concur with that and all of your previous statements.
Thank you, sir. General, do you concur that humans are more important than hardware?
I do, along with the other soft truths.
All right. Well, good on you. So here's an issue that I'm having right now. It doesn't matter how great our people are if they're not upholding this oath and understanding that the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, is the Commander-in-Chief, and that you are the Secretary of Defense, and that you are the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. And we've had a rash of incidents around bases that can only be described as insubordination, taking down the President's portrait, turning yours around, turning the Vice President's pictures around, removing them from stations, covering them with flags. That's insubordination. And insubordination is a crime according to the United States, the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. So what I just need to hear from you, Mr. Secretary, and I commend you for your performance or what you did for Fort McCoy in my district. I need to hear from you that you are actively trying to find the people that are subverting the chain of command, and then we'll deal with them in the appropriate manner.
Every place where we find incidents like that or others, they're immediately addressed.
Thank you. General Kane, do you think it would be a political act for someone to be held accountable for insubordination? If you did that as the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, holding soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, guardians?
Well, Congressman, of course, you'd have to have the context around that, right. So I'd want to know more information, sir. Okay.
I want to commend you for your performance today and your restraint by not lashing out at some of the most disgraceful comments I have ever heard in my short tenure in Congress. And with that, I yield back.